This call is being recorded.
Today is the 23rd of April, 2024. Will Berlinghoff is the voice of cosmic awareness, and Callista is energizer and questioner. Awareness, do you have a message for the public, please?
Yes, this awareness has a message for the public having to do with that which was the eclipse event of 2 weeks ago. And that this awareness would simply say that much happened during the eclipse, but not everyone observed that which happened, because much of that which happened did not happen in plain sight. Indeed, the whole event was an optical illusion, if you will, of the sun being covered by the face of the moon over that which is the sun's face, and causing the eclipse, causing that which was the phenomena that millions observed and were moved by. But there were other events that took place during the main show that were not seen, observed, but were indeed felt by the many who saw the eclipse, especially those who were under the track line of the total eclipse. And that many had a very deep, moving experience, and that there was much whistling and shouting and cheering at the event itself. For an energy came through at that time that could be described as the energy of the prime source itself, the divine source itself. And that many picked up on this, many felt this, and at the same time interpreted as the event, the optical illusion event that they were seeing, that created in them such fervor and such excitement. It was more than that, and many of you had feelings on the day during the event itself, whether you were under the direct line, the track of the eclipse, the total eclipse, or in that which would be further afield, or even not at all, seeing it not at all except on the television. What this awareness is saying is that an event of great importance happened during that moment of the total eclipse. It built up with the moon going across the face of the sun until it finally reached the point of total eclipse. That moment marked the ending, the completion of a realm that had existed for some time, for hundreds, thousands of years even, the dark realm, the cabal, the elites, the Illuminati, the globalists, whatever you would call the group that have had a powerful presence for so long, controlling the world as it has done for so long, that this officially was shut down, turned off in the instant of transference from that which the eclipse represented. So that when that moment came of the total eclipse, this shutdown occurred. But what also occurred is the turning on, the switching on of a new realm, a new timeline, that which is known as the golden source energy timeline, or the golden age, that has begun. And as the moon moved off and away from the total eclipse, the new energies of that which is of the source commenced. And it has been underway now for 2 weeks. And it is so that some strange events have happened since then. For that was the other point this awareness wished to make, is that not only was the old realm imploded into itself, shut down, cut off, and not only has the new energy of the divine source begun to flow through, that this is an event that will grow and grow and grow as many other events and circumstances are observed around the world. That it was recently reported there was a dark spot in the oceans, either north of Africa or in the Pacific. This is not as clear. but some have seen this spot, this mm, mm, object under the water, which caused huge swells, huge waves. And this is only one small event that is rather large in implication if it was a ship underneath the waters that was activated somehow because of the events of the eclipse. Are there other hidden ships, other hidden entrances into the earth and above the skies, in the air above? Are there entities and beings ready to appear? Are there forces ready to act out, bring forth that which is a conclusion of the old energies completely and totally? It was switched off. It is fading out, that which is the energetics of an old realm, done now. And at the same time, the new realm just emerging within the context of the many events that may be reported and seen, geological events, astronomical events, economics, cultural, all of it is shifting. And yet, many said nothing happened. Such it is that it would feel to many who are not attuned spiritually that nothing happened but the phenomena itself. A curious event, perhaps, but nothing extraordinary other than the sun being eclipsed by the moon, something that happens every 6 months, although not observable on the Earth's surface always. The times when it is of great significance are years apart. These eclipses, such as just occurred, do not happen every 6 months. But it did happen this time. And in its happening, and in that which was activated and that which was shut down, that much will come forward now to those who are ready to see. So that is part of the message this awareness has for you today. Just because the eclipse is over does not mean it's done. Historically, it has been proven that many things would occur in the weeks and months after an eclipse, and such will be the case again. Even such strange phenomena as an underground ship, or rather underwater ship, being observed, or other events that have been reported by individuals in how they felt during the eclipse and since the eclipse. In the end, this awareness would say the world you now inhabit is no longer the world it was before the eclipse. But it is not yet understood or reported to a degree that many will begin to see and know and understand that something truly magnificent did happen. As creator beings, spirit beings, this awareness reminds you that you are the ones who are creating this new reality in enhanced ways to that which has been so before, enhanced in that there is indeed magic afoot. There is indeed the new energy of the source divine that is breaching that which is the barriers that were set up to prevent source from having any effect, as if this could be done. In the end, this awareness says to one and all, be open-hearted, be awake and alert to the many events that are ready to come forward now, political, economic, social, cultural, geological, etc., etc., etc. And know that you are in a new time. Know that you are on a new world, the new golden source energy timeline, and that it is so, and that you are the ones you have been waiting for. And these events are the events you have also awaited for so long. And you do not even have to believe this. Simply be open to anything and everything that allows the energies to flow through you, so that you can say, I too am of the source. I too am of that which is the highest calling of the divine. And in this calling, I hear the voice of Source within me. And I know that the one I was is gone, and the one I am becoming has begun. And that it is a different world, and it is a different time, and that I have it within me to participate in the grand events that will unfold in the near future and into that which is the history of your life that is yet to be lived, yet to be presented, so that it is the future history that is coming, and it is the future history that you are part of, and that future history has begun with the eclipse and is ongoing and will continue to move forward in the weeks, months, and years ahead. These are indeed the most exciting of times, if you hold it to be so, if you know it to be so. And so it will be. That this awareness is complete in this message to the public.